Well, we can start then. So I would like to start every session by giving someone an opportunity to earn a free tune token. So first of all, you all get to start this session with one tune token for free. If you'd like to gain an extra one, you can recap the first session that we went through, and anyone is eligible to do that. Any volunteer?
Can I just read the recap?
No,
No.
that's cheating.
That's
No.
not a tune token. Nobody wants.
When we last left our intrepid band of adventurers, we had started out in the real world, where a bunch of random misfits had come together to ride a fancy roller coaster. Turntables have turned a little bit as the operator of the coaster did not want to end it in such a way, and wanted to instead trap us all in their magic little vortex thing, where we have all been transported to a toon world of some sorts. We have been mixed in and are assuming the lives of various toon characters, and have been tasked with by a city bird mayor, I believe. Currently, we are investigating a missing people's case, where we are trying to find the not really the Powerpuff Girls, as they are currently missing. We found a severed hand under one of their beds. We have been given a magic warp hole to go to any other place by the professor. And we are all trying to figure out what it is that we are doing here and how we need to go home and or continue from there. And yes, apparently death is a thing here, as one of the other people who was in the coaster got blasted by Not Goku almost immediately as soon as we came in. So yeah, we just gotta be careful.
Great, and just as a few other reminders, so
I was gonna say I have some other notes.
go ahead.
Like, we found the severed hand, but it had 7 fingers, and it did not look like it matched the cartoon that we were in. We also found a butcher's cleaver in the closet that may or may not belong to Elliot Toff Ringo Culinary College.
We are also aware that we passed by Henry, the magic talking lollipop that everybody liked.
Yes.
There was also a vertical rectangle on the
we
wall
all
shaped
liked
like a
him very
door with wax purple or pink. Crayon
and
mark.
remember, just as again, just as a clarification, Elliot Toff and Ringo Culinary are 2 different things. Elliot Toff is an individual, so you were given 2 leads as to where you might get more information in regards to that. Butcher's knife. And the last thing that happened, as we ended the last session, you exited the Wonder Whiff Lass's home and were confronted by 4 big bloated frogs carrying various weapons. Again, one of them holding a giant battle axe, one holding a like a bow and arrows with a quiver, one with a long spear, one with a samurai sword. As they step in front of you, eager for looking for a fight, it looks like. And you guys, so in order to determine like initiative order, acting order, everyone needs to roll antics, and then tell me what you roll.
One.
2.
2.
Right?
No, 4.
4.
Whatever your antics is. So 4. That's not a 4.
That's not 4. Guys, I'm here. 3.
3. I need Monty and Quinn to roll off. You both got 2, right? Roll
C.
one more time.
As a 3.
I rolled the wrong die too. I didn't get a 4. I got a 3.
All right.
I rolled a 1 on the second roll.
Okay. And then you rolled a 3 also, so then I need Monkey and Fran to roll off again.
I got a 1.
I got a 2.
Okay, cool. Roll for these guys. Alright. So, these frogs standing there with their weapons drawn, facing you guys. They're standing in like just a row, like, in front of you with weapons drawn and pointed at you. And the one with the spear just looks at you and says, "Lay down your arms and surrender."
How about no?
Can I peep these dudes? Is it worth doing? You already told us like what they look like and what they have.
You can, if you want to do a check.
I think we just annihilate these.
I'm probably gonna be like, nah, see, man, you gotta
Let
tell
me
us
talk
what
to
you're
him.
here for, because you know, me and my buddy, we were just walking down the street one day. His name was George, and
Okay, put my hand over Marty's mouth, and let me talk to him.
I'm trying to
I
remember
wanna
where
say-
exactly we saw these guys. We left the
They're right outside the house,
the Powerpuff house,
right?
and right.
Wonder with.
we
they're
walked
Wonder
up the door.
Wisps. They're the Wonder
They're-
Wisps.
They're in the lawn. They're just right there.
They were standing there as you guys walked up.
Yeah.
I wanna say, like, step in front and just be like, "Hey, boys, what's the big idea? What's going on? Why,
Wait, shouldn't you say like, what's the pitch?
what's the stitch?"
Oh, I was trying to adapt it.
You can switch that up.
Yeah, you can give me. I'm trying to fix my windows here still. You can
Should
give me.
Did we say we were outside?
Yeah, you're outside.
Is there a light post nearby? I'm just gonna shoot my web up and sit on top of the light post and overlook this from the sky since they can't reach me down there. In case you need me from up above.
Would this count as a first impression?
Sure, yeah, and so if you're gonna do an Awooga check, you can. DC is gonna be 18.
Oh,
Do it.
but I'm at a 4. So
Who cares? You can blow it up, baby.
Okay.
Never hurts to keep rolling, because even if you fail, you get stuff.
That too.
I got a 5 with my +3.
Okay, so that's a failure. So you can take a token for that.
If you use the token, you can blow it up. You started off with a token.
Well, she rolled a 1, I think.
Yeah,
rolled-
plus 3 to
She
that.
rolled a 2, and
Oh,
that's
2.
+3 to her.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, my fault. Math wrong.
And then, okay, so yeah, any like initial actions you guys want to do before you start this?
Go
fight
to
is
sleep,
fine.
buddy.
But I still asked them, who are they? What do they want?
Yep, and they're staring at you. They're breathing heavily. You don't notice. They don't respond further. They're ready to give you a fight.
Okay, then I said, well, I tried to be nice.
Did I clock that wrong, or are these Scottish samurai?
Sure.
Isn't
Got teenage Scottish samurai frogs?
isn't every NPC in this game Scottish?
Everybody is Shrek.
I was reading a
all
book to
Shrek.
Marshall before bed and was doing Scottish accents for the characters, so that could be why it slid out.
Every accent you do is Scottish.
True.
For Spider Quinn, you can make an antics check, DC of 5.
Understand why I'm having technical difficulties here.
This is just to use your web to swing onto a light post.
I need to use an antics check to swing to the light post.
Yep.
Alright. D4. 2.
A 2, so that's A failure. So you go to swing to the light post, and your web just straight up flies past it. So you don't flip off into oblivion or anything, but you miss the light post as you try to shoot. So you can take a token for that.
I have one quick question.
Yep.
As this is our first encounter, with the antics roll, that's not like necessarily an order in which we go.
That's
think
why
it
I
is,
was
isn't
setting
it?
initiative. Yeah.
Initiative.
Okay.
But I'm
Are
saying,
we in that now?
I gave everyone an opportunity to do something before the fight starts. So
I'm gonna be like, babe, Brandy, my girl, my queen, you need to step back. I don't want you getting hurt. And then I'm gonna get up in one of the guys' feet. Like, you threatening my woman?
all right. So you get up, and do you have a preference in which one's face you get into? So there's a guy with the axe, a guy with a bow and arrow.
The one closest to Brandy.
All right. So the one closest to Brandy, I'm gonna say, is the one with the sword.
Okay.
So you get up right in his face, and he's gonna take a swing at you.
Am I taller than him?
No, you are not. Shiner is not taller than this frog.
Oh yeah, that's right. Marty might be.
Marty might be, but Shiner is not.
I forget, and I'm not used to it. I like as I get closer, I realize I actually have to like look up.
All right. So as a reminder for combat, it's okay if you fail, like when you get hit. If it's a problem if you fail by more than 5 when you're getting hit, because then you will take an injury level if that happens. Okay. So failing to hit them or getting hit is not the end of the world necessarily. But if you take enough injury levels, then it becomes a problem. All right. So this guy's gonna take a swing at you. You have to make a guts check, DC of 5.
Because I have a +3 to my guts check as a special skill, it is a 5.
So you meet it? Okay, great. So he takes a swing at you, and he misses. So he swings his he's a huge samurai sword, and he just swings past you, and you manage to dodge out of the way. And then okay, Shiner, it's your turn to act. Fran is on deck.
My first instinct is gonna be to just punch the dude.
Great, yeah. Make a kapow check. DC is gonna be 4.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. What did you roll?
I rolled a 1 plus. I'm trained in Kapow, so it was a 2.
So it's 2. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you fail. So you go to.
No matter what, it wouldn't have been more than 5.
I almost called you Popeye. So Shiner winds up his arms to swing, and it's a big whiff. As your fist, he dodges it. The swing of his sword gave him enough momentum to dodge your punch. Fran, that's you.
Okay, I've been stretching.
And Monkey is next. Are you okay? Go ahead.
There's a sword guy, a bow and arrow guy, and an axe guy.
And a spear. The guy with the spear.
Oh, there's 4 of them.
Uh-oh. We lost.
Bye, girl. Oh, hey. Alright. I'm going to do some flips.
So what?
I'm gonna like flip to get close to the guy with the bow and arrow, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to roundhouse kick him to the chest.
Great. Yeah. So so you do flips, no problem, and then you can make a kapow check. DC is 2.
I'm gonna use a token. and say that I got a 2.
So you got a 2. Okay, yeah. So you meet him. So you backflip a few times and roundhouse kick the guy with the bow, sending him flying back about 8 feet, and he flips backwards and lands with like one arm on the ground, still holding his bow. But you have hit him successfully. So Monkey is next to act.
All right. I am going to fly up in the air and
He's on deck.
look down on them and blast them all in like a moving circle with my heat vision laser eyes.
So you're going to attempt to fly up into the air and hit all of them.
You say attempt as if it's just not like.
No, I'm not. It's
Well,
not impossible, but there's a couple things to keep in
super-
mind. One,
yeah.
it's going to be more difficult for you to hit an area of effect. Also, all of your buddies are in this area of effect, so if you're successful, you're going to hit everyone.
Oh no. Okay. I mean, what I'm imagining is like I'm flying up and I'm like
Directly
So-
above.
I'm
Pinpointing.
directly above them and focusing on like one, but I'm moving in a circle to cover the precise area where the frogs are standing.
Maybe just a higher DC kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's
I mean,
uh,
well, I already said I'm gonna do it, so I guess I should just do that.
Yep. It's gonna be. So you're going. So you're trying to hit all 4 of them. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It'd be a lot easier if we just try to hit one.
I should have just used the sonic wave, but I feel like I already made my decision.
You mean
so
shoot for the stars.
Okay, so you're going to fly up in the air. You can shoot your beam. So it's going to be a couple levels to this. So first, it's going to be a bang check. A DC of. Let me work this out. Of 4 lets you'll hit one of them. Every time, if you increase that by 4 and you hit another one. So DC of 8, you hit 2. DC of 12, you hit 3. DC of 16, you hit all 4 of them.
Okay.
Do it.
Blow it up, Ben.
Let's go.
What do you roll for a bang check?
A 4.
What?
He's asking what die you
Yeah,
roll.
what die?
Oh. Yeah, I roll a D4. Yeah.
We have a token.
I could spend a token.
That's what it's there for.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try and re-roll because I rolled a 1.
That was a token to re-roll? I thought just added one.
Tokens attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds one. You don't get to reroll.
Okay, then. Well,
Well, then you don't have any roll.
So then
What
you
happened?
keep your tune token and you rolled a 1.
yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
You
So you
get,
roll-
you get a 2.
So but you get a tune token for the failure, so you get another one. So you get up and you shoot your heat vision down up in the sky. Just a blast of heat comes flying down. But so like you're successful in creating this effect, but you haven't quite been able to steady yourself to hit the targets that you want to hit, and they're not quite close enough together to do that. Monty, that's your turn.
All right. Jenkins, my smartphone, please.
Jenkins pops up, and he says he reaches in his pocket. Yep, hands you a phone.
Thank
Did you
very
roll
much.
for Sir Robert?
No. So Sir Robert only comes out when I spend the turn tokens to bring him in.
Oh, okay.
I had a bit of a flash of insight for this one at the beginning of our session, so I'm just gonna go on to Amazon real quick, or the equivalent of it. I'm going to order 1 crate of pianos, and I'm gonna do immediate drop-off right here.
Great.
And I will have that, yes, an entire crate of pianos.
A crate
And
of
we're going to
pianos.
see how
Isn't that
that
like
drop-off
one
goes.
piano?
Go.
Yeah, it would be like one large
Create-
piano.
It's a value pack.
Pianos hold one.
You better check the reviews. It could be Barbie.
So okay,
I'll
so you're
try and drop that on the bow guy that was already hurt.
Okay, so make a it's still gonna be a check.
Mhm.
Make a bang check. The DC is 5.
Okay, this is going to be difficult off of a D4, but we're going to make
Do not
this work.
forget, guys, that you can help with your tokens. You can also bless someone with a D4.
All right, so I rolled a 3. I'm going to spend the 1 to explode it, so
Great.
that turns it into a 4. I explode and then roll a 2, so that's a 6. Or wait, I would roll a D6 as the second one.
Yep.
We roll a
D6.
d6
Okay.
for this.
I roll a 3 with that, so that's a 7 altogether.
So 7. Great. So you put your phone. You order this piano crate, and it appears, like high above the frog with the bow and arrow. As it comes down, and just smashes onto the frog, and he is reduced to just a pile of like slimy green and just like there's like viscera and
Like a splat with like a face.
I feel like he would pop.
He popped, but he's like but he's also under like a crate of piano.
I mean, if you're underneath, we won't see the pop, I
But,
guess.
like
so
his,
that'll
like,
be-
you see like a twitching leg sticking out and like an arm. Okay. That's gonna be
Looks
Quinn.
like we're having frog legs tonight.
So we have one frog under a piano. We have the frog with bow and arrow. He gone too, right?
the piano frog is
That's
the bow and arrow
that's
one.
the bow and arrow one. The one that's been smashed.
Okay, so there's 3. There's still 3 frogs.
There's still 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are their?
Sword,
You got
spear,
one with
and
a
axe.
sword that just attacked Shiner, and you have one with a spear that's yet to act, and then one with a great axe or battle axe that's yet to act.
Got a body like a battle axe.
Probably just be shaking off my web since it didn't work before, and attempt to shoot it at the one with the battle axe to try to rip the battle axe out of its hand.
Nice. Okay, great. Cool. So that's gonna be it's gonna be we'll do this a bang check to disarm.
Okay,
DC is 4.
of course it is. I rolled a 2.
Got some tune tokens.
You have tokens? You have 2 tokens?
I have 2 actually because I started with 1, right? And then I failed to check before.
Yep. So
That'll
you
do it.
blow
Yeah, so you can use those to blow it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use those to blow it up.
And then roll D6. I haven't been doing explosions.
That's a 5. So 9.
9. Okay, great.
Nice.
All right, so you you shoot the web, hit it right at the battle axe, and so you succeeded by 5. So you can pull this battle axe back to you and catch it if you'd like, or you could just fling it. Okay, so it comes back to you and you catch it in your hand. So now you're holding this battle axe, and the one with the axe is now disarmed. All right, so now the one with the spear is going to act, being a little upset that his buddy was smashed by some pianos. He's going to try to take a stab at Monty with his spear. So he's gonna hop,
Oh no!
hop at you. He rolled so you got to make a guts check. DC is 3.
My child body!
Oh my god.
I got a 3!
You got a 3. Okay, great. So you meet it. So he goes to stab you, a small blonde child, with his spear. He violently hops at you, and you just dodge out of the way. You just manage to outsmart this.
Jinkies!
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Clev, that's you.
Can I say that I once the frogs got there and everybody kind of got into their battle stances, me not really trying to get into the shit as a lawyer, I don't get into fights. I kind of tried to sneak so as not to be seen and kind of go out of sight. to be hidden?
You can make a sneak check.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be tiptoe check, DC of 4.
I got 4 on the dot.
All right, so so you're gonna go hide behind something, or you try?
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and
you would
also use
explode, wouldn't
excuse
you?
of- No, I have an 8 in tiptoe.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'll use this excuse of going last in the battle as just not trusting everybody else. And I was like, okay, everybody else kind of did something cool, so now I kind of want to be a part of it. So from my hiding spot, I see the one with the spear just tried to attack the person who I'm trying to make this deal with. So I trust the whole back pocket thing, and I try to pull a frost ray or something that would shoot some coldness towards these frogs, these cold-blooded frogs.
Just like what did we decide the company was gonna be called?
Oh, Backney or
Oh,
Back Me. Yeah.
Yeah. So make a mechatronics check. A DC of 3.
All right, I'm rolling my D6. I got a 4.
All right. Yeah. So you pull out like a Backney, like some weird fucking laser gun looking thing.
Oh, and that's also that's 2 successes. So to keep the fortune in the family, go ahead, Logan. Take 2 tokens for me.
Gracias.
Yeah, and then you can so you have this gun, and you can make an attack on the
The one with
the spear.
the one that just tried to spear Monty.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I do that. So Kapow.
It's gonna be a
That's
bang
where
check.
Bang. Okay,
Um,
bang check. Okay, I got a D4 on that.
Yeah. Well, he rolled a 1, so it's gonna be hard to lose to that.
I rolled a 4.
You explode.
Blowing up. Yep. All right, let's roll a 6. I rolled a 4 on that as well, so that's 8.
So it's 8. So okay. Yeah. So you shoot this frost ray out at the guy with the spear. You succeeded by more than 5. So I'm gonna say that this icy ray shoots out and just completely freezes the spear. So he is just the same as he was, except very Mortal Kombat style. Just takes half a step back and is like frozen solid, like a solid block of ice.
Lux, buddy, thanks for the assist.
I'd go back into hiding real quick and pretend like it wasn't me.
All right. Well, the guy with the axe that no longer has an axe is now going to act. He's going to try to just use his super muscular frog legs to take a kick at Spider Quinn, who stole his weapon. Ooh, blows up.
Can't have that. So.
So you got to make a guts check, DC of 7.
Okay, well, I'm only on a 4 with that, so I'll probably be using some tokens here. I rolled a 2. I'll spend the two tokens I got from my big bro. Thank you. Explode it.
Blow up. 6.
D6. 4.
4. Okay, so 8 total, right?
Holla.
Great.
Yep.
So you like he goes to kick at you, and you just like use the axe and just like block his leg from trying to hit you.
Got his leg right off.
It doesn't cut his leg off, but he just like hits it so hard with his leg, and it hurts. It hurts him in the leg. We are back to the top of the order, so Mr. Sword Guy is going to continue to try to attack Shiner. So we're going to take a swing at Shiner with the sword. He blows up. So you need to make a guts check, difficulty of 9.
Wait, sorry, is this to me?
Okay, that's me. I rolled a 3, so I'm gonna use a tune token to blow it up.
Nice.
My guts.
Just blown all over the place.
It only works well at the beginning. and we're screwed.
And then I'm gonna switch to a D6. And so that's 4, 5, 6. And then I have a +3 to my guts check, so 7, 8, 9. So I hit it.
So you hit a 9. Okay, great. So he takes a swing at you with the sword, and I'm gonna say that like Shiner like catches the sword in the powerful bicep, like the pit of the bicep, and just like kind of catch it. It's now your turn to act.
You know, I know a guy like you. I fought him once when I was in the city, and he thought he was all big and bad with his long ass stick. But you know what I did to him? And I'm gonna take the arm with the bicep flex, and I'm just gonna punch him. But I'm gonna like snap back, so I'm still holding the sword.
You're gonna so you're
Just like really quick, like
You're gonna punch him with your sword
you're
hand.
gonna punch him so fast that you keep the sword stays in, and he gets knocked back. All right, it's a Kapow check, DC of 4.
Okay, hold on. No, that was
Hold
a
on,
1.
What'd you get? What do you have? Because I will
I
aid
rolled-
that because it's so cool.
1. I rolled a 1, and I have 1 tune token, so I can make
All
it.
right, hold on. Let me try this D4. See if I get it in 1. I'm gonna try to aid you for #blessed.
Well,
I got 2, so you might want to use that token.
if I have
So then that would
protector,
be-
can I jump to her aid even though it's not my turn?
She's
So
not
wait,
being
I have a
attacked though.
question.
Like if she was being
So if
attacked,
he-
you could.
If
Oh,
he
I
did
see.
bless and gave me 2, and I have 1, I just need to use my tune token to get the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I do that.
Okay, cool.
I go back into hiding again. Also, did not do that.
So I guess Clev, tell me what you do exactly to aid in this situation. Like, what is?
Just like shine a mirror so that the
Yeah, there
reflection
you
of
go.
the
Yeah,
light.
yeah. My frost ray is very metallic and shiny on the side, so I realize it's catching the light. So, I see the intention in what she's trying to do, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. We're gonna do as much as we can to help her figure that one out. Help him figure that one out. So yeah, I'll shine my shiny frost ray into his eyes.
Right, so you shine the frost ray over, and it reflects off of the sword in the pit of the arm, and then into the frog's eyes as you land a punch, and then you pull your arm back, disarming the frog. And the sword is just sitting in the crook of your arm. Hi.
Hi. We're in combat right now. Pretty intense.
Hi.
Leave me alone.
Great. So that is going to be Fran. That's you. You've got
Can I
2 enemies on the field right now.
peek to see if I can vibe out who's their leader?
Of the
They're-
ones here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 2 left.
I'll say again.
There's only 2 left.
There's 2, because one's frozen in a block of ice, and then one has been squashed under the piano crate.
Would that be an action or?
I'll. It's not going to take your whole turn to do that. So, yeah, DC of 3. If you want to make a savvy check.
Yeah, that wasn't the roll. Hey, I got a 4.
And you're just like, so you get the.
But that means I
impression-
blow it up, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
keep
had
going.
D4. Yeah, he pull up. You roll D6 now.
Yep.
3. So 7.
So 7 total. Okay, great. So I'll give you some information here. So you feel like the guy that had the sword was the leader here. He was first to act in combat and has been the only one that's spoken here. You also noticed like they were breathing very heavily when they arrived. You also see there's a little bit of like blood dripping from the side of his head. Like, do frogs have ears? I don't know, but like where some sort of orifice would be, like on the side of his head.
Okay, and the sword guy is out now?
No, he's still here.
No, I'm fighting the sword guy. I disarmed him.
Yes, frogs have ears,
Okay.
apparently.
Wait, one of the Wifflepuff girls?
The Wonder Whiffs.
Wonder Whiffs.
Wonder Whiffs. Isn't one of those girls, one of her powers is like screaming, and it like makes the enemy's ears bleed or something like that?
We don't
Isn't
know.
that Bubbles? I mean, a Wonder Whiff.
We don't
I'm
know
just-
their power.
Sounds like Frog may have gotten an injury to the ear by some loud sound by whoever they were engaged in battle with before they got to us.
Okay. Alright. And so Marty has the sword and is face to face with sword guy.
Mhm.
And then there's the one with the axe that just tried to take a kick at Quinn.
Me. And failed miserably.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real cartoony here.
Yep, let's hear it.
Because isn't that the point?
Yes, it
Alright.
has.
So I look over at Marty and I give him like a trust me look, which of course he does. And I run over. I use my I'm like running real fast. I go behind him, tie up his hands behind his back, grab the sword from Marty, and jump onto this guy's back, put the sword on his neck, and say, "Who are you? What are you up to?" And using interrogator to get info out of him.
Nice.
Gotcha. Okay. Remind me what that does.
Says +3 to a savvy check to draw info out of an opponent.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. So first, we're going to resolve you trying to tie him up, to interrogate him. So you're first gonna have to do. I don't know, this seems like antics, like what you're trying to do. So I feel like
That's
it should
what
be
I-
an antics check.
Well, I thought you were tying up Marty somehow.
No, I'm tying up the guy.
Oh.
I go behind him, scoop his hands together with my belt real quick, and then go around. I do like a big.
That makes sense.
This is
You
very
know, I
much
can-
antics.
Okay.
It's gonna be a DC of 5 antics.
Has to blow up.
You got it.
Anybody want to help me? I got it too.
I
You're
think
not-
we already.
I can't do anything.
That's
Anybody
fine.
can use one.
Yeah, you can use a bless, or you can do a
token to aid.
1-to-1.
Or if I don't tie him up, I can still essentially do the rest of the things. He just has free hands.
If anybody else has one more tune token, I'll throw one in to help.
I used all mine. I don't have any.
Have any?
I don't wanna use it on just tying his hands. If I have to
Sorry,
check for
I only
anything
got-
Can
else.
I help? Can I help tie his hands with my
Anybody
web?
can use a D4.
On your
or
turn,
did
you'll
I
be
use
able
the
to
only?
assist
You
them.
is the only one for that.
So that is the okay. My fault. I was
It's fine.
Wait, say again?
That's okay.
the sword thing was
So
really.
I didn't tie his hands.
Yeah, I
just
wasn't gonna
took my
stop you. I
belt off.
wanted to do it.
Could I come in and try to help tie hands with my web?
You can on your turn. You'll be able to do that.
Okay.
All right. So you didn't tie his hands.
Just took my belt off and threw it, I guess.
You try. He's just like too slimy, and like it just kind of like slides off your belt. Shiner, are you resisting her taking the sword from you?
Me and my girl, we always go to the bars, and like there's times where girls get up in her face, or she gets up in girls' faces because they're eyeing me up, or their guys are eyeing her up. We've been in a couple bar fights, you know what I'm saying? And when we give each other this look, it means we got you. And I don't, I trust my girl. She's my queen, man. So if I see that she's giving me the look, I trust her 100%, 110%. Keep it 100, man. And I'm gonna let her have the sword. To answer your question.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just said yes.
Yes.
Brandy let him talk when he was saying all that.
So that was all narration. Can't stop Marty from narrating. So you take the sword and then you take it over to the frog, and then you can make.
I still jump on his back.
Say again.
I still want to jump on his back though.
You want to jump on his back? Okay.
He's slimy. That's why you couldn't tie him.
I got combat boots on. There's
You
grip.
can try. Yeah. You're gonna have to make a kapow check. DC is 5 to jump on his back.
I got a 3. I'm gonna blow it up with a tune token.
Blow it up.
So that's a 4.
Can't fail.
So now I roll a 6.
No.
That's a 1. So
Alright, so you get
that's a 5.
You get the 5.
Yeah, so you meet the DC. So you jump on his back. You're balancing on his shoulders, standing there. You have the sword in your hand, and now you want to try to reason with him. correct?
Interrogate.
Yeah, so that would be
No, I'm
savage.
interrogating.
Interrogate him. You want to
I
interrogate?
don't know
Okay.
that I would call it reasoning, but I'm trying to get info out of him. So that's a savvy check.
It's gonna be a savvy check.
Right.
He blows up. Hold on. The difficulty is 7.
Oh my gosh, I got a 6 and I don't have tune tokens. Somebody help me.
I got 1 tune token. Boom, 7. You met it.
Nice. Okay, so you meet. And what exactly do you say to him?
I said, "Who are you? What do you want? And what are you up to?"
You have the sword held at him, and you're holding him, trying to figure out like what exactly he's doing here, what he's after, and he's struggling while you're holding the sword up to his throat, and he just says, "We must take down anyone in our way."
In your way of what?
You get the sense as you're talking to him that he is unable to tell you any more information. Like he's kind of like shaking a bit, like not out of fear, but just out of like he's not capable, or like he doesn't know exactly why he's here.
Can I ask him one more question?
Sure.
Who are you working for?
He says to you, the young samurai frogs work alone. And we must take down anyone in our way. And he continues just to struggle to try to escape your grip. And you get the feeling that you didn't fail, but he can't tell you. He's like not capable of telling you exactly what's going on, why he's here.
I'm not smart enough for this.
That's gonna be Monkey. Back to you.
Please don't laser the guy I'm on top of.
The guy that Fran is not on top of. There's one who's like still free.
The
Right?
axe.
Formerly
One
a
was just,
guy.
like, tried to kick Quinn, and got repelled.
I'm gonna use my sonic wave from my voice to disable him.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you're gonna.
I guess the sonic wave at the resonant frequency of the frog's skin to just kind of make him burst.
To make it burst. Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. It's going to be a bang check. Difficulty of 3.
All right. That's a 3, but I want to spend a tune token and blow it up.
Yep.
And an additional 4, so 8 in total.
8 total. Yeah. So you send out a sonic wave. It resonates with the frog. Do I have a sound for this? I don't have like a frog's exploding sound. But,
I don't know. That works. That works.
Yeah, you just unleash this hellish sound wave, and yeah, the frog just bursts and splats, and slime just gets all over Spider Quinn, as he's reduced to practically nothing. Monty, it's back to you.
Well, there's not a whole lot I really need to do at this point in time because I think Fran has it together. But I will go over to the mostly subdued frog along with Fran. I mean, if you want to join the Volta family, well, I'll double whatever you're currently being paid as of right now.
They said they're not
You
working.
can come work for me instead.
You're gonna have to make a savvy check,
They
difficulty
said they work alone.
of 18.
Well,
What
he
if
really
I
wants to learn
spend
now.
a tune token for wealthy?
That will not help you in this situation, as he doesn't seem mentally.
That's fine. I will take the 1 in a million chance that this works. It was a 2.
Yeah, so take your token.
Tokens.
The tokens. He says, "I cannot be so easily bought."
You're lost.
That's gonna be Quinn. Back to you.
We want to kill this guy that Fran's on, or do we want to try to keep him?
I'm just curious if they looked like they were possibly in combat right before us too. If they were winded and kind of bloody, like I kind of want to know if they fought anyone else. Just like who did you fight before us? I don't know how to.
I don't know how to get information out of this guy because I tried, but I feel like we need to kill the rest of them and disable this dude. But,
This is
like,
the last
keep him
one.
alive.
He's
We're
the
throwing
only
around a
one.
lot of weird words like kill and whatnot, but have any of you guys, outside of what we just did, ever killed anyone before? Because dropping those pianos feels a little weird as of right now.
No comment.
I've knocked a guy out before. I've never killed a guy.
I mean, yeah, they're
killed
frogs, so there's a bit of a
someone.
dissociation here, but this somewhat feels wrong here.
Oh, it's just a frog. Relax.
Over in whatever bushes or whatever I'm hiding behind, because I still don't actually speak yet. My little thought bubble just says, "I plead the fifth."
So Quinn, it's up to you. You can kill him. You can.
We don't want to kill him because he knows things, I think. And I feel like, well, I'll still try to tie up his hands because we want to keep him as a prisoner. And maybe if he doesn't have his hands and thinks he can get away from this, then maybe he'll help us when he knows he can't do anything.
Gotcha. So you're gonna try to like wrap him.
I'll
with
use my
some
web to
rope.
tie him up.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a bang check. Difficulty
Okay.
of 3.
Oh, that's good because I have a D6. 4.
4. Yeah. So you shoot a web. Bind him up.
Now I'm going to question him again, and I'm going to say, we're not going to ask you again nicely. Who are you working for?
Who is your daddy and what?
What happened before this?
You can make a savvy check.
Savvy?
What did I say the difficulty was before? I can't remember. Just reroll.
6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, difficulty of 7.
God. Well, I'm only on a D6 on that, so
That's okay. Just blow it up.
5. I get a tune token. Failing.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you get a 5.
Yeah. Can I spend the tune token I just got for failure to try to
You
blow it
can't
up?
spend it if you just got it. No.
Dang.
So you ask him like, who are you working for? He just is now struggling with his arms bound. I hear Olivia must be.
I think it's made him even more mad.
Mm-hmm.
He is. Yeah, he's just looking very frustrated and a little angry, but struggling to escape. He can't really do much of anything at this moment, but doesn't respond. That's going to be back to Clev from the bushes.
I mean, I can't help you guys do everything. You guys look like you have this under control. I think I'm just gonna sit this one out and wait until, if I'm attacked, I'll attack back. But otherwise,
gotcha.
I'll watch and see how they deal with it.
Okay. All right. And Fran, where are you holding the frog's sword?
But like, it's like that. It's like under his chin, but not like quite against his throat just yet. But it's like, it's there.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're holding it under his chin.
Right, a throat sack for a frog? Of all things.
I've dissected a frog before. I'm not scared.
He the frog is attacked, and he takes several like quick breaths and says, "For honor!" And he pushes his own face forward onto the blade.
Oh no.
The puku.
And blood pours out his neck, and
Yeah.
he falls over onto the ground.
Wow.
Sad.
Well, that seemed like a giant waste of time.
All the while this has been going on, Professor Tassium has been cowering, like back in like behind the front door of the house. And he kind of he noticing that kind of the action has kind of come to an end, he comes out, kind of looking around, and he says, "I've never seen the young samurai frogs act this way before. They're normally so friendly and helpful around Explodeville. Someone has messed with their minds."
Yeah, that could
That
be an
explains a
issue.
lot.
Are you
Do you know
familiar
anyone
with
around
them?
here who plays with mind control?
He just kind of puts his hand on his chin, is like thinking, and then as you guys all kind of like confer back with each other and like kind of circle up, you hear a voice like from behind you, and it says, "Indeed, something strange is afoot." And you see coming out like of a shadow is this guy that's got a big black cape, and he's like got a mask over his face, very muscular middle-aged man, and he says, "But strangeness in itself isn't such a rarity at Explodeville." I need anyone that wants to can make a savvy check on this guy, difficulty of 3.
Yeah. I'll roll my d6. I got a 5.
I got
Also a 5. Actually, I'm gonna use a token to blow that up.
Cool. Blow it up.
Logan, take a token for my
That blows up too.
firing work.
Double explode.
Nice.
8. And then D10 would be next.
So savvy.
That's a 3, so it was 6, 8, 3 for 17.
I rolled a
17.
I rolled a 2.
2, okay.
Put a 1.
All right, so you guys recognize.
This might be Aaron West.
You recognize this character as a cartoon called the Dark Fox. He's got a pointy-eared black mask, He is a well-known vigilante detective and crime fighter. Monty, you immediately recognize this voice as the old guy that started this ride, Aaron West.
The heck, man. I mean, I have happily joined you on this little adventure here, but give a guy some warning. You can only go through so many kidnappings before you start getting a little paranoid now.
I hope you're all having fun. I know I am.
It's great, but it would be nice to, have a little agency here, like an exit door or an entrance door, that.
Oh, we could talk about
Or
that.
at least know who we are and what we're capable of.
He says, but first, and he unhooks something from his belt and fires a rope gun at you guys and ties you all together with a cable, binding you all together. He says, as for this mystery, dinner's on whoever solves it last. And he again fires his rope gun, which flies up into the air, latches onto an airplane, and a jet flies through, and he flies off into the distance as you guys are left tied together on the ground.
Man, what kind of check did he have to do to pull that off?
Plot check.
To be fair, I was hiding.
I said you all kind of throw back together. You come back together afterwards.
Is the professor guy tied up to us too?
No, he's not, because he was over by the door. So he can come kind of help you get freed from this cable.
Professor Tassium, come.
Yep.
Help free us of this binding.
Yep, he comes over. Sorry, let me just change something here. Yeah, he comes over. I'm gonna give Amy a second to come back.
Baby, come back.
Amy, come back.
Oh. How are your guys' dice looking? Anyone up to... Is everyone up to a D8 yet, or no?
Have a single D10 and a single D6.
You have a 10, don't you?
Yeah, I have a D10 and a D8 on Savvy.
I have 3 6s, the rest are 4s. I might change some of my skills.
I got a D8.
We're taking just a second to run to the bathroom and get a drink. Be right back.
Now's the time. Oh.
Beep, 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 beep.
What did I miss?
We stopped. So you guys all got tied together by Aaron West, and he flew off, latching onto a jet, and flew off into the distance. Professor Tassium's gonna come over and help you get freed of these cables that you were just tied up in.
What did he say right before dinner?
He says, as for this mystery, dinner's on whoever solves it last.
Okay, so like the professor's untying us.
Yeah, he's getting ready to. Donnie went to the bathroom, so.
Allowed to change our skills?
I'll let you change it between sessions, but not at this moment. You can't change it right now.
Right.
I will let you change it this session, but this will be the last time you'll be able to just change them without like having to buy new skills. All right, so Tassium comes over. He starts undoing the cables, and he's just like, "Well, that was weird. I appreciate you all helping me in this matter. Sorry, I don't know what to make of those frogs, but hopefully you guys still keep your eyes on the prize and figure out where my girls are."
Can I take a look at the frogs?
Yeah.
What's left of them?
What are you trying to like? What are you trying to clock?
Like loot the area.
Well, no, like, you know, do they have 7 fingers? Do they look like their bodies match the cartoons of the bodies, pieces or cleavers or anything? Like, we're assuming this is all separate.
You can make a savvy check, DC of 3.
The samurai frogs seem to be from this world. Since...
Yeah, because the professor recognized them and said they're usually friendly.
Yeah.
But everyone can just transport to Explodeville, so I don't think that's necessarily true.
Frogs don't have 7 fingers, I'm pretty sure. That would stand out.
Nothing has 7 fingers, really.
None of them were missing a hand, regardless, and they were wielding weapons. But out of it doesn't hurt to look.
I did not get the savvy check, so I will take a token.
Yeah, so everything seems pretty normal with the frogs.
I'm just wondering why they were already winded and injured to some capacity prior to fighting us.
Could have been captured, mind controlled, whatever it is.
Well, they were fighting anybody who was in their way, so maybe they just thought everybody was in their way from whatever brainwashing.
Possible.
Yeah, so...
Alright, well, should... Oh, go ahead.
Tassium kind of just like reiterates. He's like, please follow up on any leads that you have. It's currently, and he looks at his watch, and he says, rabbit season. So Toph will be out hunting in the Fool's Woods. Class is in session at Ringo Culinary School if you want to go there. Lord knows where Polly is. I will work on customizing more interdimensional holes for you so you don't have just the one.
Don't worry, I'll keep this one safe, holding up the one that obviously isn't that one anymore.
And make
Well,
shifty
it's not
eyes.
obvious. No one saw it except for... No one
Exactly.
saw it.
All right, so you guys, yeah.
50
What would you like to
eyes.
do now?
So we have
We go to the
woods,
school?
I
culinary.
want to see if that bow and arrow is still usable or if it got smushed by the piano. And if it's usable, I want it.
Let's see. I'll let you call it odds or evens.
Even.
The bow and arrows got smashed by the piano crate.
I mean, odd.
Can I just place an order on Amazon real quick for a shipment of bows and arrows?
If you want to
I
pay
don't
for
need
it.
it that much.
Sure. Am I actually paying for it in like tokens, or is it just a matter of?
Wait, does wealth require you spend a token, or no? You can just do wealth.
Wealthy does to make issues issues easier. It's whether or not like it's just a generic thing that I'm able to afford something like that as part of
I'm
being
gonna say
Montana.
it's fine if you really want to do that. That's fine.
Sure. You said you just needed another one? I'm sorry I broke that one, so let me go ahead and buy this and the I guess the same box appearing above. Well, this one not being quite as large or heavy.
Yep. So a wooden crate, like falls down from the sky. Then a cloud puff appears and then falls down, and like the sides dramatically like fall open, and it's just a old bow and this quiver of arrows.
Didn't seem like they had much else on the marketplace today.
Well, thanks. You didn't have to buy this for me.
Oh no, of course.
I'll find any good
A
accessories.
friend of the Volta family is an employee of the Volta family, and we need to make sure that all of you guys are doing well.
Wait, a friend of the Volta family is an employee?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Did he just buy you?
I hope you didn't sign anything. Goodness gracious.
Do we want to go to the school or do we want to go hunt?
Now we have a bow and arrow. Katniss-tastic over here.
We have a sword, a bow and arrow, and a battle axe.
If you want to
I
keep
feel
that
like the
stuff, you
woods
guys
will
can
give
add
us
them to
more
your inventory.
interesting.
Just tell me who has what. I know Quinn's got the axe.
I have the axe.
I don't take anything. I don't trust anything besides these fists.
I have a phone and Jenkins. I'm good.
Wait, what'd you do with the sword? Somebody had that too.
Fran
That's
has it.
still in your bicep. You're just holding it there.
No, I gave it to my girl. Brandy's got it.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's right.
had it, but I dropped it
Yeah,
because
I
I got
guess-
blood. on it.
Yeah, I'll say you let go as that frog just collapsed on into it.
Yeah, because I had to like backflip off of him at some point because I was still standing
You were
on his
his
shoulder.
shoulders. That's
Yeah.
right.
So there's a sword if anyone wants it. It's covered in frog goo. And then you guys
Yeah.
can decide where you want to go from here. Got a couple leads.
I feel like the woods will be the more interesting experience.
Not
Let's
the
go
Ringo
hunting.
Culinary School.
I've never been to college.
I know. I was thinking that sounds. I mean, well, I had to go for quite a while. I am a lawyer.
I mean, I went to school to become a nail tech.
That
And I
track-
didn't get to go to school.
She's so good though, guys.
Family.
Too. I mean,
So-
she's got all kinds climbed up. She's
Jesus,
got weeks in
lady.
advance. My girl's smart. She's smart as a whip.
The best.
Don't forget that
Yeah.
school that I wasn't able to go to.
Wow, this is getting depressing. Okay, we can go and fulfill your college dreams and whatnot. Maybe there'll be something interesting there. A taste, me perhaps, that none of us ever had before.
Yeah, let's go to culinary school.
So you're going to the school.
I could eat.
How are we getting there?
Okay, I'm gonna hold out my magic portal, and I'm gonna throw it on the ground and say culinary school.
It flops on the ground and like spins
I'm going
like
to.
a record.
I'm gonna pull out one as well, and not like out of sight of everybody else. Like behind me. I drop it behind me.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Wait, like where he threw it, or like just like
No, like so, like he threw his down, and mine's like behind me where no one can see it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, the one that Monty threw just like spins on the ground like a coin. It just kind of like goes around and then comes to a stop.
I kick it. I'm like, this doesn't even work.
Professor, I think that your stuff might be broken.
Potassium picks
when-
it up. It's like,
I
"Oh,
don't
that's so
What's
weird.
up with that?
I just calibrated this.
So I would like to try to, a la the Dark Fox, try to get like a lasso around everybody's like feet or something and drag them into the portal to make it seem like when she kicked it, it activated it.
I see. Okay, gotcha. All right. You're gonna have to make
Oh no.
a bang check. No, or a tronics check. Let's. I guess if you're using some sort of rope gun sort of thing.
Yeah, basically just kind of similar as like a just like something Batman would shoot up and try to like a grappling. So the
Make
rope just
a
shoots around.
make a tronics check difficulty of 6.
All right, good thing that's my die. 6. Here we go. That's a 4. So that didn't work.
I don't know you're doing it.
So
I know. I can't ask for help.
So Fran kicks the disc, and then for some reason you pull out a rope gun and just shoot it at everyone.
And when it fails, I guess the rope gun just keeps going straight as opposed to like wrapping around like I planned on it.
Right.
And when I realize it doesn't work, I fall backwards into the hole.
Okay. So you
Into the hole you threw?
Yeah. Like I just hop right backwards into it, like whoop.
So you
Guys, I think Lux went missing. He jumped down a hole.
You see, yeah, you see him fall backwards into a different hole. What do you guys do in this moment as he disappears?
Was there's still like a rope that's kind of going down, following him?
Yeah, I still have the gun.
It's
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta stick together, and I'll try and grab the rope.
okay.
Can I wrap you up in my web and go and grab you and follow you in?
Yep, you can. Yeah, you can. If you're trying
That we
to.
were all stuck together.
So you want to web everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone resist?
I'm getting tired of all these kidnapping attempts.
Just have everybody like in a Santa stack.
If Monty resists, you will make a bang check versus Monty's guts.
To be fair, he is just a little boy.
That is true. But I'm still going to resist on the principle of this. I did not consent.
I'll do a bang check.
Yep.
All right. What's my difficulty?
I don't. Donnie, you gotta roll.
It's
his guts.
against his guts. So he's gotta roll
A
guts.
2.
2. All right. 4.
4. Okay.
Did you blow up?
No, I was on a 6.
All right. So you web. No one else resists, I guess. And then so everyone is webbed together, and you pull everyone down in. Monty, you can
I
take
didn't consent.
as you guys fall, you all fall into this this hole, and
So as far as like the laws of the holes go, does it go back to the person who threw it down? How does that work?
it'll come back to you. Yeah, it'll come back to you. So you guys arrive, and you all fall through this hole into like a pile of each other, and you land on a large quad of a college. There's lots of kids that hang out, throwing frisbees, lounging on a grassy hill. At the top of a large set of stairs is a very modern-looking white and glass building. If you'd like to head inside, looks like you could just walk right in.
Okay, as we start walking in, I turn to Cleb and I say, I got my eye on you, Jack.
I don't know what you're talking about. It seems Professor Tassia must have just switched the floppy disks. What do you know? By
And
accident.
then say, and then I flip my hair so that it kind of hits him a tiny bit.
Olivia, what are you doing?
Dang, girl, go to bed.
No, she is like the
All right,
third
that unpleasantness aside, I think it's time for us to go and mingle with it. I will try and join in on one of the frisbee golf games and talk with as many people as I can, trying to get an idea as to what's going on with the campus right now.
So I guess we're splitting up and we'll meet back here in like half an hour?
Maybe. You guys are welcome to join.
You can, yeah, as you get closer to like these students that are throwing frisbees, make a savvy check, difficulty of 3.
That is a 3.
3. As you get closer to these like people, you realize that like their faces are very indistinct, and like they like you look at their faces and they're pretty much just, it just looks like flesh color. Like they don't have any facial features, almost like these are just like background characters that don't have personalities or anything. They're just like characters that are acting the way they should be acting in the background of a scene.
Like any attempts to communicate with them bear any kind of fruit?
If you if you like try to like put your hands on them or something, they'll stop what they're doing.
Or just kind of like signal to them or like sign language to them? Does it seem like they're actually responding to anything that we do?
They're not like any verbal, or like if you like wave your hands at them or whatever, like they completely ignore. But like if you put your hands on them or something, they'll like turn towards you, like towards what's happening, but they'll just like stand in like a set pose.
Well, this is not interesting.
Let's
Yeah.
go inside and see if we can find someone with an actual face.
Did I hear you guys say that we split up?
No, but I tried to play frisbee golf with some of the students or so, but they're actually background NPCs. They don't have a face or respond or anything.
They're irrelevant.
So you guys are going inside.
I am.
Let's
Nothing
try
else
and
here is
find
real. We may
someone
as
else.
well.
So you guys go in
Program.
inside the lobby of the building. Say again?
As we're walking in, can I just hit my brother in the back of the head and tell him to stop keeping things from me?
Yep.
Knowing that he's had this thing this whole time. Just for fun.
What was that for? And again, still not talking. And I realize this, and it's still ever frustrating. All right, sis, I'll let that one slide. If you can do me a favor and try to help me figure out this talking thing, I would love to be able to vocalize.
I'll help you out.
All right, we'll figure something out.
Cool. So you guys, you guys discuss that. As you go inside, again, there's a lobby there. There's a desk inside of a large echoing atrium. Floor-to-ceiling windows with just like sun pouring. It's a very beautiful building. Chic marble floors. There's just like a soft hum, very quiet of like culinary activity going on that you can hear in the distance. There's a chandelier that's shaped like a whisk above the center of the room.
Awesome.
Cute.
In the corner, there's like a seating area with like plush chairs and rustic wooden tables. There's like plant life scattered around. There's also like fresh herb plants. Behind the desk.
This is the Lucy Moondrop Culinary School.
behind the desk, there's like a large like mural of like a giant like apple painted on the wall. There's a woman sitting there, and she says, "Hello, welcome to Ringo Culinary School. My name is Sano. How may I help you?"
I assume she has a face.
She has a face. She's talking to you. Yep, and she's fully here.
I don't even know what exactly we're looking for. So, what led us here? We found a postcard?
We got a meat cleaver.
A meat? Oh, okay. Who has
A
that?
butcher's cleaver.
Yeah, I don't know who has it.
Someone grabbed that, I'm pretty sure.
I think Nick did.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I think I don't remember.
Okay, I turn to him and I say, hey, show her the thing. And I ask if she knows who it belongs to.
So you show
I
the
pull
knife.
out the bloody butcher's cleaver.
She says, "Oh my!" And she sees like the blood on it. Make a Wooga check. DC of 6.
Is it for a first impression?
Sure.
Or intimidating?
Well, tell me which one you're doing.
I guess the first impression to see if she'll like me enough to want to give me information.
Yeah.
A wooga?
Yep.
I need to blow this up. That didn't do it. I got a 3.
A 3.
Somebody throw her a token.
I'll give her a token.
I'll do it. I
Are
got
you-
3.
Okay.
Okay, so it blew up. So I roll a 6.
Yep.
I got a 5.
So that is a 9?
9.
9.
Yeah.
Plus, do you get a plus because of first impression?
Oh yeah, plus 3.
So 12.
Huge.
Sano says, may I? And she puts her hands out like to inspect the knife.
That's up to Clev.
Oh, yeah, she seems charmed enough by Fran to where I think she's not gonna do anything harmful to it. Sure, yeah.
So she takes the knife and is looking at it. She uses like a small handkerchief to like wipe off the blood, and is looking at like some of like the design work on it. And she says, "This does look like the work of our knifesmith Masaharu Tomoyashi. How did you come upon this knife?"
You familiar with the Wonder Whiff girls?
Sure.
Huh?
Did they give you this knife?
No, we found it in their room and they have gone missing. We think this knife is connected to their abduction.
That is disheartening. I
Yeah.
think that I need to bring this to Tomoyashi's immediate attention. I'll get him on the phone. She picks up the phone, and as she picks up the phone, you hear another voice go, "No need!" And a man with full welder's apron and gloves, goggles on top of his head, short sleeve black t-shirt and jeans, doing a series of flips before landing with one knee on the ground and one hand outstretched holding a blowtorch. He
I can
says,
respect that.
"I take it that I'm the reason that you're asking about this knife? Well, I am quite legendary around these parts." And he takes the knife and he spins it around his hands a few times. He says, "I might have some information that you're looking for, but you do seem quite eager. Perhaps we could be useful to each other."
In what way?
Pretty good with that knife that you're using right there. Obviously, legendary knife. Yeah, it's a little suspicious, even though you obviously created it here.
He says, "Well, I better be good with it." And he spins it some more around his hands. He's like, "I created it." And like he shows you the seal and it's in a language that you can understand, that he's indicating is his like seal on the knife.
In what way can we help each other, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm all about a you scratch my back, I scratch your back thing. You know, the quid pro row. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, me and my buddies, we do that stuff all the time. You know, that's how you make buddies, man. You want to be a buddy? Scratch my back.
He says, "Perhaps we can settle this in a little showdown of Umami Zenkai!" And he yells, and a big spotlight comes down on him as the lights dim around him.
Dear Lord, I see where this is going now. Okay.
A cooking challenge.
Squid Games.
He says, "You know about Umami Zenkai, right?"
No.
I heard Shokugeki no Soma, but I haven't heard of Umami Zenkai.
We're not from around here. You'll have to explain.
He says, "Oh, Umami Zenkai? It's the most competitive cooking competition in the world. And we happen to have some of the most talented chefs in training here at Ringo. I'll even let you pick your opponent among our top 3 prospects." And he holds his hand out, and you see these 3 spots on the ground open up holes, and from underneath 3 figures rise up. And the first is a boy in a black jacket and a white t-shirt and black jeans. He's wearing a white apron that has some food stains on it. Sano, from behind the desk, says, "Presenting Ryori Ren, Year 2 student, specialty, meat!" And the boy says, "Grilled, stir-fried, sauteed, any way you slice it, you're cooked." The second hole, another boy comes up, and he's wearing a fine blue button-down shirt, navy suit pants, a red tie. He's got a black apron, blonde hair. It's about shoulder length. And Sano, from behind the desk, yells, "Presenting Kenta Ishikawa, Year 3 student, specialty, fine dining." And the boy says, "They say I have the most refined palate that's ever come to Ringo. I see nothing refined about any of you." And it goes to the third hole in the ground, and it's a girl comes up in a white blouse, green sweater vest, and a matching green shirt. She's got long flowing blue hair, and Sano yells out, "Presenting Yumi Saito, Year 2 student, specialty, seafood." And she comes out and she's got her hands like kind of clasped together. She's trying to act very cute, and she's like, "Gosh, I'd hate to make you all feel like such huge losers on such a beautiful day." And it goes back to Tomoyashi. It like hard cuts to him. He's like, "It's your choice, and it will be a 6-on-1 culinary battle. That way we can be as fair as possible because." And he looks at all of you, and he goes, "No offense, but none of you seem like you stand a chance. If you win, I'll give you all the information I have. If you lose, I get to keep one of you as my assistant in perpetuity."
Uh-oh.
Mom.
I'm more of a takeout kind of gal.
I'm an eater, not a cooker. But enough
have-
cooking lately.
Extensive experience eating fine dining. Therefore, this will be a cinch for all of us.
Monty, just offer up one of your hirelings for the person he takes.
They got
Never.
DoorDash out here.
In fact, we're one-upping it. It'll be 2 of us that you get if we lose. And if we win, you can also be a cook for the Volta organization on the side.
I nudged this little kid right in the ear. Like, what are you doing, man?
Make a
6 of us versus you on here.
make a savvy check. Difficulty of 6.
All right. That's a 6.
It's a 6, yeah. So you say that to Tomoyashi, and he looks at the 3 students, and he looks back at you, and he says, "I like those odds. There's no way you can beat our best prospects at the school." And he says, "Choose your opponent." You guys can take a minute to discuss who you would like to.
Do we want meat, fine dining, or I don't think we should do fine dining.
Well,
I think fine dining's definitely out.
I kind of like seafood or meat, but I think I don't know.
With meat, a lot of it is the cut, and I can get us the cut. So that's not too bad out of it there. So I think meat might be our better bet.
I think meat too. I also am sus of Meat Boy anyway because the cleaver that we have is associated with meat.
I agree. I am also part of the meat to movement. I agree. Meat.
Yeah.
I thought our sailor might help our chances with seafood, but maybe not.
I mean, Brandy, girl, you know that I can whip up some lean mac and cheese, some instant mash for us, baby girl, and that canned tuna that you like so much. But I
This
don't.
is why we go out.
We
All right, I'm down
shall
with
say meat.
May work at the docks, but I don't fish at the
See.
docks. You don't drink the water.
Yeah. So you're going for Riori.
You're cracking yourself up.
You've made a terrible mistake, but it's settled. The 6 of you. Do you have a name for yourselves?
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's Marty and the gang.
Excuse me.
We'll keep a pin in that one. Maybe come back to it.
The bomb squad.
You can just say that we're the winners, and we'll be fine.
Attitudes.
I know. I was thinking. Meet the
Attitudes.
tunes.
I like attitudes.
Attitudes.
Well, we'll put a pin in it. But it's the 6 of you
The pin
versus
cushions.
Riori
The
Red.
pin cushion.
If you lose, 2 of you will stay with me as my assistants in perpetuity.
Deal.
Do we get to
But if
choose
we
the
win, you're
cook?
going to tell us whatever we want to know. And we can call upon you as part of the Volta family's cook in this case.
You've
And
got
you
a
make
deal.
us dinner.
Or actually, a knife master, I suppose, in this case. And can you cook too? We'll add it to your resume.
He says, "Of course I can cook." Yeah, so he shakes your hand. You guys make the deal. You guys flash over to a professional kitchen area. It's got pristine stainless steel cooking appliances, refrigerators. everything looks so pristine. Every cooking utensil you could ever dream of needing. Tobiyoshi says, "This will be a 3-round battle. Appetizer, entree, and dessert. Perhaps 2 of you can participate in each round. If the participants could step up in front here, we can begin."
2 per round, you said?
2 per round.
I feel like I've cooked a lot of meals for my parents since I've been taking care of them, so I'll probably handle the entree.
So it probably makes sense to do the siblings, the lovers, and then me and the monkey.
Oh, you and the monkey?
Yes.
I was gonna team up with Spidey, Quinn, and try for the.
You have a way,
guys,
yes.
You guys can have some time to think about it, because that's where we're gonna end tonight's
yeah,
session.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, me and
Damn.
Marty
That
can
means
do
we don't have
dessert.
tune tokens to start this out next time.
So that is gonna do it for
Cool.
tonight's
I was
Explodeville.
thinking maybe I could
Before we get
use
ready.
my sonic wave to tenderize the meat.
I love that.
I do have a meat cleaver.
I would not use that meat cleaver, at least until it's been sanitized.
Well,
Marty and I can do dessert. We're very familiar with whipped cream.
Sama wiped it off with a handkerchief. It's fine.
All right, guys. Well,
You-
that's gonna do it. So just to confirm, not everyone is up to a D8 yet. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
But we are up to D6.
Oh, wait, I do have a D8.
I know.
Laura does not.
I don't either.
I only one.
Or
No.
Heather.
Alright.
Yeah, don't feel too bad.
All right, great. So,
Thanks, Paul.
does anyone have tune tokens?
I have
two.
1.
I have 2.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Oh.
Just balloons.
Amy, how many?
I have 1.
Okay, so
That
you guys,
time? I can't remember.
you guys.
How did you make the balloons again?
He's got the new iPhone. It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
So, unfortunately, the 1 is kind of going to be a wash, but you guys did not unlock the next suite of abilities yet, so that will happen when everyone has a D8. But any tokens you have, you can use 2 tokens to purchase another skill. So if you want to, so anyone that's got 2, so Heather has 2, Nick has 2,
I have
Ben,
2.
you have 2.
Ew.
And Donnie, you have 2. Okay, so you guys can use those to purchase an extra skill if you want to add one to your repertoire.
So we can have 4 skills, right?
Then you'll have 4. Yep.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Whoever has 1, you guys should just decide to give it to one or the other. If 2 of you have 1, you know what I mean? So one of you can buy something as opposed to not waste them.
2 people have 1.
Or maybe I'm wrong in that. Only Amy has 1?
I have 1.
I think Amy was the only one.
That's a friggin' shame.
Yes, it's a wash, unfortunately. But yeah, so you guys can pick a new skill, add it to the thing, and prepare for Umami Zenkai the next time we play.
Can't believe you went Shokugeki no Somo on us.
I thought it would be pretty apparent when I took you to a culinary school.
I mean,
I
I
wasn't
was thinking
sure
more
at
like
first.
Western cartoons. That's where I wasn't thinking that we were going there. Scott, what does wildcard do for the skill?
I don't know. You want to pick it?
Yes. I will spend my 2 tone tokens on the random wildcard.
What I'll tell you, the only thing I'll tell you before you purchase it is that it will be an ability that you only get to use once this entire campaign.
I have a question about
There you get it now. I'll take it.
Okay.
if I wanted to call what's my Wade character's name?
Billy?
Billy. If I wanted to call him, would I need to have Troublemaker?
I think that's only if you're using him to actually like fight.
Yeah, you can call him on your watch anytime you want.
But if I wanted to use Flynn, I would have to use Troublemaker.
Yeah, you'd have to have that skill if you want to call it
Okay.
Flynn Destructible.
I have a question about a skill.
Yep.
Resilient. Spend a tune token to boost my own check against an attacker. Is that only when I'm being attacked, i.e., only in defense, not offense.
That looks like how it reads.
I think it's any roll.
I think it's
Any
just
roll that
defense.
you would add a tune token to, it adds 2 instead of 1, is how I read it.
Well, it's against an attacker though, so it would, and it's resilience. So I think that
Yeah,
would.
it doesn't say against an enemy, it says against an attacker, implying I'm being attacked.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're being attacked, but you can also like even if they try to like if they're trying to like literally hit you with an attack, or if they're trying to do anything else to you, like try to get
Yeah, so
information
it's a
out of you.
response. It's not an action on my part. It's in response
It's a
to
response,
an
yeah.
action by an enemy.
Yep.
Got it.
All right, guys.
Are we gonna
It's
get
been fun.
artwork of all of these extra characters, like the professor and the fox, and all 3 of these adorable little chefs?
You want artwork of all these characters? You said.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just be like you did with our cartoon
characters.
characters of just picking
Different
the
color.
original one.
That's fine. We
Yeah,
want it.
If that's what you want, then I can work on that.
I love NPC artwork. It was like my favorite part of Sunrise.
It is fun to see them.
It'll be. Yeah, so it'll be more like just rip-offs of cartoon characters, but I can certainly do it. Though I will say in session 1, I played 18 characters, and I really don't want to have to make art for 18 different people.
It's okay. All the NPCs can be Henry, and then we'll be fine.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's just like
God.
the whiffs, you know, the Wonder Whiffs and the Professor.
Yeah, the people who are like
Maybe
direct
When
maybe
the Wonder
Aaron
Whips
West's
come to kill us all, then we'll
The
really
important
get.
Yep, we will. I'll figure it out. That'll take me some time, but I'll get.
But yeah,
there.
thanks for running, Scott. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Absolute.